Hey guys, it's Marissa. I'm live. I'm so excited to share with you today. It is the beginning of Celebration 2020. I'm going to make this fun little shadow box tag with you today. Let me show you this. Got one of those itty bitty little library clips on there. I love this dude. And it's this gorgeous shadow box kind of idea. This is the bag tag for my bingo goodie bag. We are playing bingo in celebration of the new January through June 2020 mini catalog and the beginning of celebration. And our project today, which is this gorgeous little dimensional tag, features new celebration items. So let me show you. I'm going to show you my favorite celebration items right here. This is it. Have you guys seen this? This is my favorite celebration item. Celebration has started today. And if you're unfamiliar, during the celebration period, you earn additional benefits as a customer, as a host, or as a new Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And these are customer rewards. We're going to use the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set on our project today, and we're going to use the Small Blooms punch on our project today. I just love these two items. There's a lot of great stuff in Celebration, but I think after using them for about a month now, these are my favorite products. You can get Thoughtful Blooms for free. You can't buy it, but you can get it for free with a $50 purchase. And you can get the Coordinating Small Blooms punch for free with a $100 purchase. So if you make a $150 purchase, you get both for free, and you get $15 in host rewards, Stampin' rewards. So it's a really fun little incentive and a great versatile product here. All right, so those are my favorite celebration items. What else do I love? I love the Meerkats. These are free with a $50 purchase. Great new stamp set. I put together this kerchief card kit. These are gorgeous in person. These are the most beautiful, simple cards ever. I love this kerchief cards. These are customer benefits that I'm showing you. Let me just buzz back to the celebration brochure here and show you two more things. Host benefits during celebration. If you'd like to have a party, do a book party. If your party totals $300 or more, you will get the host rewards of 12% of your total sales in merchandise of your choice and the little ladybug stamp set. Really cute. So celebration is an awesome time for hosts, and celebration is an amazing time to join Stampin' Up. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up. Starter kit's $99. You choose $125 of your choice merchandise. You can choose it right out of this brand new catalog, or you can choose it from the annual catalog. Anything that's on the website is fair game for your $125. You pay $99 plus tax. There is no shipping. And Stampin' Up! Is going to throw in this adorable little mini paper trimmer, a great pack of designer series paper. It's a sampler of some of the new papers that are available in this 2020 mini catalog, and any stamp set of your choice. So the most expensive one on your wish list is the item that you add to your starter kit as the free your choice stamp set. So choose an expensive stamp set off your wish list, and Stampin' Up! Will throw it in for no extra charge. $99 is a starter kit. It's a phenomenal time to join Stampin' Up! We've had amazing publications, the holiday catalog followed by this 2020 mini catalog. Discount is great, and it's fun to be a part of the kitchenettes and to be part of Chicks Paper Inc. because when you're a kitchenette, you're also CPI. If you got questions about joining Stampin' Up!, please reach out. I'd love to talk to you, and I'm always excited to find new kitchenettes. Kitchenettes is my Stampin' Up! Team, by the way. Let me show you a little bit more of the products that we're using today. So we're going to use paper, designer series paper from the new Parisian Blooms suite. I'm super excited about this suite, the embossing folder that's part of this suite, the Parisian floral. Amazing. We're going to use the Champagne Basic Rhinestone Jewels today. Aren't these just beautiful? I hope that the camera and your computer monitor are showing you how gorgeous this color is and what huge sparkle Stampin' Up! Rhinestones have. So we're going to use the rhinestones from this collection today. We've got the Designer Series paper from this collection. And then in the goodie bag for bingo tonight, there's the Petal Pink Metallic Edge Ribbon. Isn't it gorgeous? But we're going to use the new Whisper White Seam Binding, which coordinates with this suite also. This is Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. It's a 1/4 inch seam binding, and it's just so light as air. It's beautiful. All right, so there's our ribbon for our tag. The rest of the things that you need to complete the little shadow box tag, we've got the Bonanza dies. I love this new Bonanza dies set. The whole suite is amazing. This is the Birthday Bonanza suite. And the Bonanza Buddies is the stamp set that coordinates with the Bonanza dies. I love this die set as even a standalone. It does trim out all of the images, the koala, the toucan, the lion from Bonanza Buddies. So you got those, but you've also got a really great little pennant or party hat, a tag, and 2 buntines that are standalone dies that work really great. So we're going to use the tag from the Bonanza Buddies. This is that tag. This is a great die. Oh, look, there's a peeper stuck in it. So this is the stitch tag from the new Bonanza dies. We're going to use the Flourish dies for this gorgeous vine. Now, this has been around for a little while, but I'm so excited with how well this Flourish from my collection, the leaf, the edge, the vine, those all coordinate so nicely with the brand new, can't remember names of things yet, with the brand new Parisian Bloom Suite. So if you've got that Flourish in your collection and you're attracted to this Parisian Bloom Suite, it coordinates so nicely. All right, then we're going to pair up our Bonanza dies with the rectangle stitch framelets, or I should say the rectangle stitch dies. I'm having a hard time dropping the framelets. We're going to combine that one up with this, the eye die from the rectangle stitched. This is the one that's 2 3/4 by 1 7/16. And we're actually going to put them together when we run them through the die cut machine. And when you put them together, I just use a little bit of washi tape. You can cut that little shadow box tag. So I'll just lay them down and we'll run this through the machine in just a little bit. I'm going to go through the rest of the supplies that I used. And if you just add that little eye die, now you've got a shadow box tag. Do you guys see that? So that is your rectangle stitched plus Bonanza dies tag. All right, what else do I have here for us? We talked about my stamps. We talked about my tools, I think. Okay, here's those little bitty mini library clips. I love these embellishments. White and silver. I've been through packs and packs of them. They're gorgeous. Another embellishment we're using today. I've got scraps of Pool Party, Petal Pink, and here is my, what did I call that one? Parisian Blooms Designer Series paper. Let's take a look because we can look in the catalog now together. If you don't have your Stampin' Up! 2020 mini catalog, please email marisa@kitchentablestamper.com with your address. I'll drop one in the mail to you. Yeah, the Parisian Bloom Specialty Designer Series paper. We're using this one with the little Eiffel Tower like postmarks on it, and the suitcase is on the back. All right. You need like 4 by 2.5 inches of that one just to cut your background for your tag. I think that's it. Let me show you one more thing before we get started. Here is the tag that we're making, little shadow box tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that dimension. This one's the Pool Party. We're going to make that one. I could not decide yesterday as I was finishing these up if I liked Pool Party for my vine or if I liked Sahara Sand. What do you guys think? Sahara Sand or the Pool Party? We're gonna make Pool Party today. All right, let's do some stamping while we're chatting. Should we? I've got ink for my project is Petal Pink. This is my little flower image from Thoughtful Blooms. Love it. Got it all set. Let's ink it up and stamp 3 flowers here. I need a Stampin' Pierce mat. We're going to also die cut on this piece. So I don't know what it is. It's 4 by 3.5 scrap will do ya. Just grab your scraps and use up. I'm going to stamp my flowers. Now I want to stamp my flowers along the edge of my cardstock with 2 petals down and 1 petal up. See? That's for orientation with the punch, and we need 3 of those. And there's 3. Now I'm going to close my ink pad. That's all the stamping we got today. And punch these guys out and let them set aside for a second, and then we'll die cut our tag from this same scrap. I love this punch. It will be available for purchase in the next annual catalog, but why buy it when you can get it for free? That's what I said about it. After seeing this new spring catalog, I was going to spend $100 anyways. And so why not get a great tool that you will use forever? If you notice, I used it here on the cake box. Here, this is white, Whisper White, Daffodil Delight, and a 3/8 inch circle punch center. Here on this bingo project, it's Poppy Parade stamped with Poppy Parade. You notice I didn't stamp anything on the Whisper White one. And this is a 1/4 inch circle punch. So like just your office supply circle punch. This is 2 with it layered twice. And then on today's project with the centers, the champagne rhinestone centers. So it's going to be so versatile. You're going to use this to this little Small Blooms punch and even the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set over and over and over again. It's very versatile. All right, die cutting. Let's do some of that now. I've got my big shot here. We're going to do a couple of things. So let's see if we can do more than one at a time. I'm going to try to get my flourish cut at the same time as my tag. So I got a scrap for my flourish. We got Pool Party here. I'm going to slide that all the way to the end of the platform, the cutting pad. And then we got this little guy here. We're going to do this open tag in the shadow box. And that's because we taped those 2 dies together, the rectangle stitched with our Bonanza dies tag. And now we're going to run this through. But because we have quite a bit, we've got a detailed cut here and a stitched die beside it, we're going to go ahead and run it back and forth. Let's take this out. I'm going to pop the center right out of there. Save that for another project. That's awesome. And then just pull this little guy out of the tag. And there's our shadow box. Now you can also make this a shaker box. So put a little window sheet behind there, trap some stuff in between. So great shaker tags here too. The shadow box gives a gorgeous dimension. The shaker box could give you some good interaction. I need to take your pick tool, and I'm just gonna push that out of there and clean it up. Now I can take these apart because we're gonna need a background for our tag. So let's leave that there for a second. But then we want this gorgeous little vine. All right, so there's my vine. You can go ahead and pop out all of these little bits in your leaves and have it be really open. But I like the texture that it gives when you leave them in. So if they fall out, that's fine by me. I don't want to go back and collect them all or anything, but the ones that stay in, I leave them in, except these 2 big ones right here. I'll pop out these so that the vine is better defined. But otherwise, I'm just going to leave it how it is. You could pop all those out if you want to, but I think it looks just as pretty, and I like the texture that leaving them in there gives. All right, so that's my vine and my little shadow box. Now we need a background for our tag. Inside the shadow box, we want to see some of that gorgeous Parisian Blooms Designer Series paper. So without the window inside, now we're going to go ahead and run the background for our tag. And let's start the assembly. All right, so there's the base of our tag and our little vine and our shadow box and our flowers. I think we got most of the pieces here. Need some dimensionals. I love the edges of the mini dimensionals for shaker boxes, for shadow boxes. This is going to be really good for the edges of this. I got ribbon scissors and not ribbon scissors. All right, so the first thing I want to do is take off the edge here. You can use the dimensional strips for this too. Those are always awesome adhesive. We got the back of our tag, and it does have a front and a back side. Watch the stitching. And we're just going to, we don't have anything shaking in between here, so we don't need continuous strips, just enough to give good support. We're gonna put foam adhesive all the way around the back of our tag. You can leave some gaps though. All right, that should be good for our dimensionals around there. We're gonna hold on to that because we need some more. I actually think I want a little bit more right here. I don't like saggy centers. All right, so let's adhere this dude to our Designer Series paper background. I'm just gonna line those guys up. And I'm trying to do it with the foam between me and the project. There we go. And so now we've got our shadow box. You guys, are you catching the dimension of that? Now this guy is going to swoop across our little tag. So what I like to do here is grab my mini dimensionals and cut some halves and use them behind. So these leaves right on the center here need some dimensional adhesive. Little bits and halves. Let's see what else. Maybe one more over here. We just want to support the center really well because the shadow box frame will support the extremities. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's peel off and make these guys sticky. We got about 4 little bits there. Lift and flip and swoop and stick. So we got those centers all in there. Now we need multi-purpose liquid glue. You'll see I'm putting a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on any of the flourish areas that are over the base of our shadow box or over the frame of our shadow box, and just holding for a second till they adhere. So there is our tag. Now we're still building that dimension. You see the shadow, the dimension that we're getting there? I think the camera's got it really good. Right? Okay, now I need a bone folder. Back to our little flowers here. We're going to roll these guys a little bit, just kind of cup them up using our bone folder. We're gonna have to do 3 of those. And this one, if you're just joining us, is Celebration. You cannot buy this little flower punch. It's the new Small Blooms punch. And I've combined it up with stamped images here from Thoughtful Blooms, my favorite new celebration items. And you can earn those for free starting today. Aren't they perfect paired with the flourish dies. I love when something new comes along that makes something old exciting again. Do you guys feel that way? Do you love when you get that new tool and you say, oh, it's perfect with the, and I haven't used that in so long. The Flourish die set is gorgeous with this thoughtful blooms. So the Flourish dies have got this vine in it, gorgeous vine in it, but there's also a really pretty little border and some leaves, great pieces that'll coordinate great, fantastic with the new Thoughtful Blooms stuff. And then the Parisian Bloom Suite, that's how you get these Thoughtful Blooms and small Blooms Punch for free as you order all the coordinating new stuff from Parisian Blooms. All right, so you got our little curled up, they're cupped little flowers. Then what I did was I liked these little ends right here where that kind of terminate in a dot. So I added a little Stampin' Dimensional underneath, adhered it down, see? So now I've got one of these little ends that kind of terminates in a, I put the dimensional under so it's sticky there now, and then I'll add a flower. We'll do that a couple of times. Where else do I want my flowers? I think I want one here. So let me get a little mini dimensional, kind of right at the end where this one, and then maybe in here or here. Let's see. I think I want it more center. So we'll add one underneath here. I'll lift this little piece and just put my mini dimensional underneath. Now tack that down and add my last flower. We are almost done. Can you believe that? Fast little project today. Where are my champagne rhinestones? Oh my goodness, I love these gorgeous new stones. And I have a take your pick tool here anyways. Maybe I should use it so I don't send them shooting. We'll grab some little ones. We'll do a little one. And maybe a little bit bigger one. And then maybe a little one. Love. And didn't that just bring it all to life? All right, so it's gonna take about a foot and a half, about 18 inches to get this nice loopy bow on here. So I'm gonna tie straight from the spool, but if you're a measuring kind, if you wanna know, it takes about 18 inches to get a big loopy substantial bow on here. This white seam binding is also from a new suite. It's a Poppy suite. We'll take a look at it as soon as I tie a bow. I like to mix the accessories from one suite in with another and kind of show the versatility. It's so easy with Stampin' Up. It has such great coordination. It's easy to get kind of boxed in to what Stampin' Up says coordinates. So I like to, right from the start, mix and match old with new. So our Flourish die set with the brand new Thoughtful Blooms and Small Bloom Punch, and our Flourish dies with the brand new Parisian Blooms paper, and then mixing the two brand new suites, the accessories from one suite into the Designer Series paper and embellishment from the other suite. So there's our tag. We did it. Thank you guys for hanging with me today. If you got any questions about anything, reach out. If you want to shop today, the new mini catalog or in celebration, buzz over to marisaAlvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great weekend.